Welcome all for one more live session after a very long time. How are you all? So today I'm very excited to interview a very well-known entrepreneur and a very good friend of mine, Vikram. So till everybody is joining and till Vikram comes, I'm just going to introduce quickly. You will be getting his introduction while we are interviewing him. But for new people who are joining in, let me just give a brief about who Vikram is. And I'm sure it's going to be lot of takeaways for you. आप लोग बहुत कुछ सीखेंगे इस व्यक्ति से, क्योंकि इन्होंने काफ़ी कुछ अचीव किया है अपने लाइफ में. So it gives me again immense pleasure to welcome Vikram formally. ये एक entrepreneur है. पिछले 30 years से उन्होंने मैनेजमेंट की पढ़ाई की है. वो एक फिनांस प्रोफेशनल हो चुके हैं. Enrich Salon जो उनका ब्रांड है, it has 83 locations. It is at 83 locations, 83 salons in Mumbai, Pune, Bangalore, Ahmedabad, Vadodara and Surat. Very few words to describe Vikram is a very super successful entrepreneur, as we all know, an amazing human being, a loving husband and a caring dad. He is blessed with a very beautiful wife and 2 amazing children. So let's understand today कि क्या जर्नी उनकी थी और उन्होंने ऐसे क्या किया जिसकी वजह से उनको इतनी सारी अचीवमेंट मिली. All right, so let me add Vikram. Vikram, can you just send me a request to get added in this? Hi Kalpana, I'm good. How are you? Hope everybody is doing good, okay, and fit and fine and healthy. Please take care of yourself. Hi Jayashri, hi Preeti. Vikram, if you can see me, can you just send a request? Alright, so we are just waiting for Vikram to join. Yes. Hi, Makeup by Kama. Hello, how are you? Hi.
Hi. Sorry, I had joined before time, so I was here able to hear you.
No worries. No worries.
Okay.
You just came on right time. So a formal welcome. Thank you for accepting the request, at a very short notice.
No, my pleasure for being with you on live chat.
Great. So the first question is, everybody would like to know कि ये Enrich का journey शुरू कैसे हुआ? People want to know a little bit in detail because
Okay, to be
everybody knows about Enrich.
what I feel is most people know how Enrich started, but I would still kind of share it again. So this is something that me and Rohit, who's my partner, we are kind of, and then we know each other so almost 40 years now. So after we finished our college, like we were getting into our own field. I did my post graduation. Rohit was busy with his own business, and we had one common friend. Her name was Parul, and she was the one who wanted to start this business. She had started with someone else, and within 2 months, didn't things didn't go that well, so she had to kind of separate. And then she was looking for to start, and over a coffee. I would say me, Rohit, and Parul decided that okay, chalo kuch karte hain, and that's how it started. So very often I mention it's an accidental thing which has happened to me. Now that all have evolved in this journey, I keep hearing words like entrepreneurship and startup. Those days, it was purely, I would say, out of love, respect, and care for friends. And we started this. We wanted to start in Ghatkopar because all of us were living in Ghatkopar, but then didn't find the right place. Next choice was Chimbur. Again, there we didn't get any right place. And somehow we got something very new construction, nice place with good visibility in the in Mulund near Sarod.
Mm-hmm.
That's how we started. Started with about 300 square feet area with about four chairs, three cabins,
Okay.
one manicure pedicure section, reception, and waiting. So I would say it was a very
Mm-hmm.
small, humble starting by friends. What we really knew each other was that we need to support each other, and I'm sure if we do
Mm.
over a period of time, we'll learn things, and then we'll see what can be done in future. No planning,
Oh,
no
that's
spreadsheet exercise, no analysis, no market research, nothing, which otherwise have become so much of integral part of our any and every business decision we take nowadays.
actually. And it's like, so many things you have to plan out. So it was like when?
This was way back in 97. We
Okay.
started our first salon in
More
October
than 20 years.
97. We didn't do any analysis because at times analysis leads to paralysis. So this was purely
Mm-hmm.
coming from heart and love and respect for each other to start something new. And that's how the Enrich journey started, I would say. And I'm so
Great, great.
grateful that on the name we agreed, Enrich, the name has been same
Mm-hmm.
of unisex salon, which was a big decision then.
Okay.
In fact, I
That
didn't
time, yeah.
invite my parents for the opening. I didn't want to kind of tell them that I'm getting into this business. So
Okay.
was a bit hesitant because opening up a unisex
Mm.
salon, that too in location Mulund, was a bit of
Mm.
question. Those times, unisex salons were existing only in Bandra or Juhu or town,
Yeah.
Taj, or you see it in Centaur. So we
Mm.
were taking very brave decisions. We had taken very brave decisions. Didn't know what to do
Actually.
in life, but that's how we started. And thankfully,
And that unisex name also was little, a cultural shock for
yes,
people, and
yes, yes.
they used to be like, "Ye kya
In
hai?"
fact, we used to use a tagline then, the family salon. So we had to kind of
Yes,
emphasize this is meant for family and
family salon.
we are being
Yeah,
in this business. We have to justify
true,
it
true,
to
true.
ourselves that
Yeah.
family people are welcome for the services because what one thing was very
Mm-hmm.
clear from day one was to be able to give perfect and professional service. So Parul was an expert. She was quite
Mm-hmm.
great hairdressers and she had good knowledge in skin as well. Uh, uh,
Mm-hmm.
Focused on membership, the loyalty program which Enrich runs has started from day one. Focused on
Okay.
education of our team members because except Parul, none of us were doing anything technical. And also
Mm-hmm.
that we need to be transparent with the customer. So we had come out with the rate card, menu card for the customer to know what kind of service we are
Right.
giving and what are we going to charge. I think these three, four things in the startup days when we kind of implemented, I think that
Mm-hmm.
a lot of mileage in years to come.
All right. I hope everybody is taking down notes, because a lot of freshers who are coming into this industry, and there are a lot of experienced people who have joined us. Guys, show some love. Say hi, hello to Vikram. Show some love. I think there are a lot of people from Enrich, and they are like, "Hi, boss,
I know
very
they are
humble
hearing me
person." So I
for
can
probably
really
the fifth and 500th time. Same boring story of Enrich.
okay. No, no, it's not boring at all. Okay.
Uh-huh.
So now, Vikram, the one salon and 83 locations now with 1800 plus team members, amazing partners you have. I know them, lakhs of clients, and I'm sure it's not an easy journey because uh, the mentality, the idea, the business plan, what you need for one salon and what you need for the second one or the 10th one and the nth one is different. It's a different mindset and a different ball game altogether. So please put some light on it because people are like managing 2 3 salons is a big task. How do you manage 83 salons?
Okay, to be honest, this 83 milestone, in fact, we were 87, 88 before COVID, and then we decided to kind of shut down at least five places in last 1.5 years for various reasons. Otherwise, till today, we have never shut down any store. I would put this into three phases. So the first phase, which I mentioned, happened accidentally purely on friendship thing. opened up first salon, got overwhelming response. The salon was
Mm-hmm.
successful, customer were coming in, they were getting great services, feedbacks were quite positive, and that encouraged us to start the second salon, which was exactly 2 years later in same October 99 in Chimbur.
Okay.
Even that was quite successful, and everything was flowing fine. In fact, me and Rohit were not full time into it. We were busy in our own. I was with the corporate job, and he was busy with his business. But things were happening fine. And meanwhile, my brother-in-law and Rohit uncle also had become a stakeholder in this partnership firm, and Parul was managing really well. So first phase, 97 to 2004. Probably it was more of knowing the business, understanding, going through, or rather
Mm-hmm.
learning through all the highs and lows of the business, which I feel at times we were lucky, at times also we were kind of diligent enough to understand the change and need of an hour. Couple of examples:
Mm-hmm.
in 2000, Parul got married and moved to UK. So we had all reasons to kind of shut
Okay.
down and get back to with things because there was no dependency on this business. But somehow we took a
Mm-hmm.
decision that उसको continue करते हैं because it's not that we need to put any money in the business. It's running on its own. It's a cash flow business. That
Mm-hmm.
was one
Yeah.
luck, I would say, that continued us in this business. In
Mm-hmm.
2002, after we opened our third salon in Ville Parle, initially 1 year we faced a lot of challenges. We didn't get
Okay.
the right response what Mulund gave us or what we got or experienced in Chimbur. So
Mm-hmm.
that's where somewhere we learned how hard a business can be or how difficult things and
Okay.
situation can be. And there again, we were at a verge where in next 6 months we decided that if you're not able to turn around the business, we can shut down the place and we'll continue being with our own things which are fine with us. But that challenge, what we took, it's like, we burnt our bridge. We said, "Boss, there is
Mm-hmm.
nothing behind. We just need to look forward and
Mm-hmm.
ensure that we do every possible effort to make it a turnaround." Uh, and that
Mm-hmm.
we were able to successfully do. We were able to do it. Me, Rohit, and MJ Mukesh, who's my brother-in-law. So three of us kind of put in all possible efforts, hard work, and ensure that it got turnaround. So there were people challenges, there were business, customer acquisitions, membership, all those things we did and we could do it. And that's why I'm saying that, bit of our own hard work and our diligent and our commitment to the business also helped us. So I would say
Mm-hmm.
97 to 2004 with some four salons, we were creating a foundation of the business. By
Mm-hmm.
2004, we realized there is a good opportunity. Business is growing. We started with 300 square feet. We had almost reached out to 800,000 square feet of salons when we opened up Matunga and Lokhandwala. And
Okay.
customers were coming in, they were happy, membership program was working very well. And the most important benefit of this business was it was a cash flow business. So once you invest into the setup, you really don't need
Mm-hmm.
to invest further as a working capital. So we
Yeah.
kind of set together, me, Rohit, and MJ, and we decided to create some structure of it. So we converted our partnership
Okay.
into a private limited company, and that's how
Mm-hmm.
2004, our second phase of the journey started. Between 2004 to 2010, 11 rather, we kept on adding one or two salons every year. We did a strong tie-up with great brands like L'Oreal, Kerastes, Remilor,
Mm-hmm.
to understand or get good, great products into our business, to also be able to get training support from them. In between, we got
Mm-hmm.
kind of hit with some service tax queries because we didn't know that you can't really you have to charge on color. Dye was free. Like, when you do hair dye, happened
Mm-hmm.
about
Yeah.
2004 where service tax was just introduced. And one of the
Yeah.
thing we experienced immediately in 6 months was you're not charging on color because we thought dye and color are same. But in
Oh.
books of service tax rule, what we call now CST,
Mm-hmm.
then it was service tax, that hair dye when you apply or you do it, it's free, but hair color was chargeable. So we paid all
Mm-hmm.
penalties, we paid all the dues of
Okay.
government, and then we decided we will ensure that our books remains very clean. They are always there is an accounting of 100% business, because then we can focus on more product things in the life. Other thing what we did was opening up an academy, setting up some back-end processes, having a warehouse,
Mm-hmm.
supply chain management solution, people connect, doing all the comp and benefit, what you call salaries and commissions calculations of all our team members back-end. So the manager on the
Mm.
floor can
Yeah.
focus more on interaction with customer, managing people, operations, and ensure that whoever is visiting Enrich is getting great experience from the start point of welcoming to go to services, to get consultation, to sell products, to get the billing, to go out. All the dots have to function smoothly.
Mm-hmm.
This, I would call
Right.
it, phase was more of understanding and building up the business with processes and best practices, and I think that's something we did really
Mm.
well. By
Right.
2011, I would say the third phase of the journey started, wherein we got private equity fund from there's a fund called GM Financials. We got money from them to scale up the
Mm-hmm.
business, because
Okay.
we could clearly see there is an opportunity. What we really lack is, if we continue growing from our own cash flows, it may help us adding up one or two salons. But if you want to scale up further,
Right.
we require equity money, and thankfully GM was available. Again, there were a couple of choices. We opted for GM with their money. Suddenly in 2 years, from 2011, 12 salons, we could grow to almost 40 salons in just 1.5 year. So we opened 28 in one
Wow.
year. I remember in one quarter we opened some 14, 16 salons. I also recollect some great memories opening Gujarat, Ahmedabad, 5 salons on day one. On the same day, 3 salons
Okay.
in Mumbai. On the same day, 3 salons in Pune. So in Pune. So putting up
Wow.
9 salons on just one single day was a great feeling then.
Lovely.
So that was kind of scaling up. Uh, by 2014, I would say we had exhausted our equity money. We wanted to kind of grow further, but then we are not able to kind of get additional equity support. So
Mm.
2014 to 17, I would say, was a bit of a struggle. No doubt all the salons we had opened were quite successful. All the new cities we got into, Bangalore, in Gujarat, Surat, and Vadodara. Sorry, Surat we got it later, but Vadodara and Ahmedabad and in Pune, things work really
Okay.
well. So end of phase three, that was, I would say, 2017, 11 to 17. I became full time in 2011. By that time, even Rohit was giving full time. In fact, Rohit was giving full time from 2005 onwards only. Even MJ was almost full time into the business. So all three of us, kind of strong team, were managing different roles.
Right.
One is operations, second is people. I was managing back end things, strategies, finance. MJ was looking at supply chain and purchases. Rohit was managing operations and projects, and then we kept
Mm.
changing these roles over a period of time. So phase three ended up in 2017 and
Mm.
gave the exit to JM. In fact, MJ also decided to retire and step down. So both of them got, MJ and JM, both got exited in
JML.
2018, and Westbridge, another kind of a private equity fund, came into our company. And with their
Great.
support, we could grow further. Again, in less than 15 months' time, we could add another 30 salons. So we were like 87. Um, and
Wow.
I would
Yeah.
say pandemic is a phase four. Maybe we can take it up at little later stage of our conversation, how things have, pandemic has taught
Yeah.
us.
Definitely.
So
Part two.
quite eventful journey. I would
Right.
say
Yeah.
blessed with great people in the team, be it
Mm.
operations, be it
Indeed.
marketing, and everything. So I'm sure what we are today is a collective efforts of all our team members, all people who are associated in different capacity with the
Absolutely.
Enrich. That is what it is.
Lovely, lovely. Let me say hi to Rohit because Rohit has mentioned that uh, Best and the next practices.
Best in.
So I think best and the next.
Yes.
And a lot of people from your organization, somebody saying, lucky to be a part of this supremely awesome organization. So I think these are the live testimonials of, the people. They say employees are the first customers. And when your employee is talking something like this, so respectful about the organization, I think it's really humbling. Yes, and Vikram, you are known for your focus. See, I could, make out from this, and I've been knowing you since very long time. So you are known for focus and hard work. And I've heard from your team sharing that if Vikram sir lands up at 12 a.m. Midnight from somewhere in Mumbai at 8 o'clock in the morning, he's there in the office. So is it that true or like what?
No, no, it is true, and I think one needs to know the reason. To be honest, I'm always like lucky enough to do something which I enjoyed doing it. In other words, I can always say that I ended up doing what I loved.
Hmm.
When you enjoy your work and you love it, then I think everything else is doesn't matter. Even today, like I've been regularly coming
So,
to office because I enjoy coming here. I get the vibes of the office and I really get energized. Meeting people,
hmm.
our team, talking to them. Not that many people are coming in, only 4 or 5 of us now because
Yeah.
we need to ensure that safety is taken care of. So we are compelling people to work from home. But as a choice, like I would
Hmm.
say, whether I was in Accenture, I enjoyed my really good work. I was in initial day of Enrich when we were learning things. We are doing the foundation. Taking all those small decisions, kind of going a little back and forth, taking one step behind to get two step forward. All those great experiences really helped me evolve as an individual. And as I mentioned, more
Hmm.
importantly, when you enjoy doing something, you really don't think a clock, how it's running and
Yeah.
what it is. In fact, even these times, we feel maybe we are doing something productively which is getting built, and the results will come in
Hmm.
in times to come. So never felt disappointed or dejected ever in my life in any of my job or in Enrich because there is a great support coming from the systems, from colleagues, from superiors, from people around. So that is the secret
Hmm.
why people see
That keeps you
me
going.
working. And I'm truly happy
Yeah.
about what has happened in my career for last 2.5 decades.
So it's a big learning for everybody. And I think you resonate with the tagline and the mission. What Enrich follows is love begins with you.
Yes.
When you say that whatever I do, I love it. So I think it's not just the passion. It's not just I like something, but we have to do something productive, constructive, and planned behind what our passion is.
And just to
So to
link
the next
one
question, yeah,
thing, even if you see our business, it's more of passion and creativity and dedication and commitment, right? You really don't require any formal
yeah,
education or you require any n number of years of experience to grow in this field. As long as you're passionate about what you're doing, you're doing what you're liking, and you have that zeal to learn new things and keep
yeah, yeah,
experimenting, do something or the other, then there is no end to it. It's not a kind of linear career progression. One can always get to the fast track progression. So as long as you have passion and you have that killing instinct and you like
right.
this field, there is no end to it.
Right. And for people who don't understand this, as he's saying, he's talking from the management perspective also. And if you are skill based and you run your own salon, then you have to keep learning about, the skills also and the management also parallelly. I'm going through that phase because I'm a single entrepreneur. So for a person like Vikram and the team behind Enrich, the understanding of the business is like both ways
Yes, and in fact, I
from
can give you
the
some example. A lot of our people would have joined us, maybe even at support staff level, but their passion
hmm,
and their commitment and their observation was so great that they then decided to either go to a
hmm,
beauty therapist course or a hairstylist course or even pedicurist course, whatever they like. Then we support them through our academy initiative.
okay,
They've done, and quite a few of them are currently doing so well, and we are so happy for them.
right.
Some of them are working in Enrich as a senior stylist, creative stylist. Quite a few of them have their
Oh,
own setup. And then that's where I'm saying that, when you have love for your work, then there is no limit.
Mm,
And then in particular, our field of work, seriously, one
there's no
wonder.
limit. Absolutely.
And it doesn't require you to
Absolutely.
be there for n number of years to get there. You can always get there faster than other.
We need to learn that from you.
Yes.
Yes. So there's an amazing work culture in Enrich, wherein I have also met your team members, your colleagues, few of your salon staff also I know. Very humble, ever smiling, very courteous, and there is always a approach which is like I'm happy to help because I've been to your corporate office, both the old one and the new one, also for the meetings and all. So, what is that secret ingredients which help penetrate that amazing culture from the founders? Because I know you and Rohit also, and few people from the top hierarchy. How does it penetrate to the last person in the organization? How do you do that?
Okay. See, when I try to understand or define culture, it is nothing but, me as an individual or people around me. It could be family, it could be friends, or an organization or a setup. Like, when we get together, we have something in common or something which we value. That this is what we love, what we
Mm,
respect, this is what we value. And that becomes the culture of an individual or a family or friend circle or an organization. And that becomes the guiding
absolutely.
principle of how we behave and how we act. Second,
Mm,
culture is not something I can think today and I can implement tomorrow. It gets built over
right.
a period of time. It gets evolved, right?
Yeah.
So something which you feel you are great at, you value respect, you value integrity, you value nurturing people. Automatically that will form part of the culture because people will experience you, and this experience doesn't come
Mm,
from meeting in the morning and talking 2 hours and evening you decide something, right? It's being there in the system,
absolutely.
and people will experience, they will feel what you do, how do you do, and that's how the culture gets built. I certainly feel as a leadership, we all need to live, we need to breathe, we need to exhibit that culture or whatever we value in our organization or in our personal life. We need to exhibit that so that people observe it, they feel motivated or they feel inspired by it, and then they will follow. And we all play an
Mm,
important role. The good part of it about is
yeah.
when an organization evolves, like if I can talk about today, right? So then those people who are part of the system will also bring in that culture. They'll take it to the next level. So their
Mm,
involvement,
mm,
their participation will be more visible. And this could be as basic as how your support staff team member thinks, or your technician, or your manager, or your someone in the back end office in corporate functions. So when you go through the journey,
right.
culture will get built. Uh, and something which I personally feel proud about is about Enrich is our culture, right? We are a people
Yeah.
organization, and it's not one way. It's not that only we love our
Mm,
people also love, and that I think is more important. So when they exhibit ownership at their work,
mm,
they exhibit commitment at their work, they exhibit being helpful to each other or being helpful to someone in
mm,
need. And when we hear this example, when we hear these stories, even in this difficult times, so many of our team members have exhibited different values of life. Some of are also part of the Enrich, and you so feel motivated
mm.
and inspired from them that they are doing something great, and that is what the
Wow.
culture is.
Yeah, because culture cannot be taught, it cannot be made compulsory. You cannot teach it like a skill. It has to be absorbed.
Yeah, yeah.
And as we
Just like
always
inculcate.
say, like yes, inculcate. Your environment is more important than your vision or mission or something. So I think when they live in that environment, they keep absorbing that. It's wonderful. So, because this is lockdown and it was there last year, and we were little prepared this year, like if it happens. So, what is your call on it? How it affected you as a person, as an organization?
See about
I can see it. You're just waiting for the salon to open. Even me.
See, I'll tell you, I don't think so. There is nothing which I know, which
Hmm.
you or anyone who's attending the session or people around or people in this business don't know about the lockdown
Hmm.
situation. And we all are part of it, undoubtedly. Getting a pinch of it, getting hurt, getting affected by it every possible way. And this wave two has been seriously, what do you call? I personally feel has been more impactful than wave
Yeah.
one.
Fun.
Somehow, last year we had enough resources, enough energy, enough things around
Mm.
to overcome. And if you see in February, almost we were done. Like, we had almost reached to 90% of our overall revenue, and suddenly in 2 weeks situation
March
changes. And that
collapse.
is so dramatic that at times you feel you are not even prepared for it. We managed
Mm.
lockdown one quite diligently, quite harmoniously, I would say, quite with a cooperation from our team members, with cooperation from our product
Mm.
partners, with cooperation and help from our rent premises owners, our stakeholders, everyone. But this lockdown
Mm.
too has been really difficult, right? And
Mm.
some of the takeaways of this change environment is that probably we are back to square one, right? It doesn't matter whether I have got one outlet, be it salon or any other business, or I have got 100.
Mm.
We all have to go through that uh, maybe unlearning,
Same turmoil.
relearning of things
Yeah.
to be able
Mm.
to see what's changing. And if we do that, then with I'm sure still a lot of difficulties are I can foresee ahead. I don't think so. It will kind of
Mm.
we will open up maybe another month or so, but again things will take time to get into the momentum and things to roll out and become normalized. Maybe 6 months, 9 months, or a year.
You're
So what has
also.
been my learning is that we need to align to a kind of change environment. We need to think and act more as when Modi ji says that Atmanirbhar, it actually it has a lot of sense. Because
Mm.
anything I do, take example of safety. Even safety, if I don't think serious about myself, if I don't take enough precautions, anything around cannot
Mm.
help me to remain 100% safe. If I
Absolutely.
can't think my work importance or my family importance or my things around where I need to be sensitive enough to manage, nobody can help those things. Financial support still can be provided
Mm.
by organization, by family or self savings. But certain things
Mm.
which has to change in our behavior, in our action and
Mm.
reaction are very important.
Right.
So we all have to ensure that we think and act based on the situation around, and if we're able to do that successfully, obviously we'll sail through this difficult time. This shall also pass through.
Mm.
Otherwise, business conditions was the line number of things, right? How you do it and what you do it. We all have gone through enough learning. As an industry, one thing I
Mm.
feel really great about is probably we are only one industry which has taken safety and hygiene the
Yeah.
best possible manner,
Absolutely.
and we all have become so serious, and we are practicing so many great things.
Mm.
And thankfully, because of that, our collective efforts, all the industry leaders, all our peer group, all the brands, great brands, we all are aligned to. Uh, we've done something really good on safety and hygiene of customer as well as our people, so that in last
Mm.
1 year since we reopened, no surprise or shock instance has happened. Not a single
Mm.
instance
Absolutely.
where one can say, "Arey yaar, ye salon business mein se," or probably somebody visited, a customer visited, and there is some kind of thing happening where 20 people got affected
Infection.
or else. No, not a single instance. So that as an
Mm.
industry, we have taken it quite well, and I'm sure we all will continue to do that.
Mm.
Because that is going to be important, and these are certain permanent
Yes.
changes. Those who could manage this change of understanding the importance of things, be it safety, hygiene, new way of working it, trying to do as much possible and being remain on the
Mm.
floor, are able to survive. They will able to stable in times to come and maybe scale up as well. Those who give up and they
Mm.
just think about someone will help and some help will come somewhere or government will do something, I don't think so. There is a scope
No.
of anything like that, and that holds true not only for our business but across business who are got
Anyone.
affected.
Absolutely. So, what is your message for the people who, work small scale? They have been hit badly and they've been depressed, as you said, it's not easy. You have like somebody's taking tension of one salon and it's like multiplied by 83 for you guys as a team. So how to manage that stress? Can you guide people on that?
Yeah. So seriously, I would remain away from any advisory mode because I don't think so. I'm
Okay.
capable or I'm uh, right person to advise. But yeah, I can share my experience. I can share our experiences. So what we are doing differently is we are ensuring we are understanding and we are investing our downtime into the right things. So all our team members are
Mm,
getting trained on new things. Some people are getting customized training. So if I was lacking in color or if I was lacking in a particular technical services, then they are taking interest and learning new things to kind of get up to the speed. We are focusing, our people are focusing on new certifications wherever available. And one thing great about this online world is that today things have become so
yeah.
fast and so accessible. So if you have passion, if you have that zeal, and you get onto the online, you get so many things which can be helpful to you for your career. So our people are doing
Absolutely.
that. We understand very well that this business is a relationship business, right? Our customers
Mm,
come to us every 4 weeks, 8 weeks with a regular interval, and they will come continue
yeah.
coming in future. So in this case, what we are doing is we are running some new initiative called Call is Well. In fact, we did it last year also, wherein a technician or a
Okay.
manager will call customer and ask about their well-being, help them with DIY tip or consultation, or
Mm,
any customer wants to do something on their own, maybe haircut or color, then they can do a video chat and guide them
oh,
to go
okay.
about it, right? This is purely, and we don't charge for it. This is purely to first realize and to also understand that the relationship business should not get affected just because there are external situations which are
Mm,
beyond our control, right?
right.
So if we what let's do whatever best we can do it for our customer. Let's do whatever best we can do it for our people. That is going on. Yes, to be knowing and to be extra conscious and careful about the pandemic or the virus is also important. So we have rolled out something called
Mm,
Mira Doctor. So anyone who feels down or feels feverish or any symptoms they get it, we provide them assistance and the doctor will talk to them. So they get right
okay.
consultation and advice. So even I would say individually,
Okay.
you all need to be careful that if there are situations around, how do you prevent it? Because if you prevent, then you can
Mm,
kind of prevent the damage. If you don't take it seriously,
mm,
then something goes wrong, and then because of that, another 10 people get affected. Then that loss can
right.
be much bigger or worst. So these are the
True.
kind of little things we are doing it. To be
Amazing.
relevant in the business, I would say my things like we are along with services, we are also focusing on
Mm-hmm.
product sale. So with our product partners, we are doing social e-commerce business. We are kind of we've developed an app so where we are putting up all the listing of products. So our customers can order even today. They can order online or they can call salon or when our technicians talk to them, they can book the order and then
Okay.
we deliver them at home. There are enough and more reports available where in last 16 months customers behavior has changed, and in some situation it is a very structural and very permanent change. So even ordering
Okay.
a product at home will be new normal. Maybe getting basic services at home can be a new normal, right? So as long as we're
Mm,
able to align to it, we will remain relevant. One thing I'm pretty confident and sure and what you call assured about is that the last mile execution of our business happens from a human body, right? So that
mm,
one cannot change. So what we really need to
yeah.
do, we are already in touch business. If we take help
Mm,
of little bit of technology in terms of I become little more what do you call familiar with the social media. If I talk about my good work around, then my colleagues will observe it, my customers will observe it, and that will reinforce the confidence in him or
mm,
her. So if I try to do all those little things which were never so important 2 years ago, and if we are able to do now, then maybe
mm,
we'll be able to fight the situations and sail through this more much better way.
Amazing, amazing inputs. And I loved when you say the customer behavior is going to change. And it's high time we accept that, because a lot of salon owners who are not into home service, they keep cribbing about people going home and giving service and all. Because it's going to be a new normal. You cannot stop it. And we will have to change with the
Our
time.
customer is already got into home entertainment, home ordering of food at home,
Food.
shopping at home online. Definitely,
Absolutely.
our business also will be there, but it will not be completely changed, I would say, because this is also a business where it is a me time. It's a kind of time where customers
Mm,
indulge themselves, right? So they would want to
yeah.
change and they want to come to your place. So that will continue. The
Place.
large
Yeah.
part of our business will still continue in salon. I'm quite hopeful and what do you call yeah, hopeful about it. But yes, we need to
Yeah.
be flexible enough to be able to give us support which our customer expects from us. So we need to prove ourselves
Great.
more than our customer proving themselves. They have enough choices.
Yes. Actually. Actually.
Yeah.
So, what are the future plans for Enrich now?
So Enrich, maybe it's a repeat. So along with our services business, which will continue growing, right now we are able to survive. We will stabilize and we will scale up. I'm pretty confident about it. So we'll, along with our focus on services business, we'll also add up on product, and that is something which has happened in last 3 4 years also. So almost 30% of our revenue comes from the product, but there we want to add
Okay.
new categories, new brands. Like we don't have makeup, we don't have bath and body, we don't have fragrance, we don't have equipment, so that's something we can uh, get, so
Okay.
our customers get more choices. That's one thing.
Mm-hmm.
Second thing, offline, we are almost a dominant player in offline in the geographies where we are operating, but we need to definitely take help of online. This could be for
Mm-hmm.
the appointment, this could be to make our customers understand what is a loyalty program, or be booking a purchasing a product. All those things can be done. Third thing is,
Mm-hmm.
yes, we need to ensure that we are able to give them enough choices as a omni channel. So you buy product
Mm.
online, I can deliver it to your home. You can come to my place and collect it, or you want
Yeah.
basic services. You are being my member, you are being my important customer. I can come to your place and get you those things done. May not be
Done.
profitable
Yeah.
enough, but yeah, as a offering, as a
Full service.
bouquet of
Yeah.
offering of services, that will play a reasonable role where we give this salon and home. And the last thing I would say, we need to add as much tech to the touch business we are into.
Mm.
There, being more visible on the social media, being more reachable to the customer,
Mm.
being able to learn and exhibit new things in the business is very important,
Absolutely.
right? Because now is the
Yeah.
time
Very true.
customer is at par, or at times they know more than you about what they want, right? So if you're not able to meet their
Mm-hmm.
expectations, can be a challenge. You need to create networking, you need to create community, and these are the things which will work in future. So we are trying to put our best to do quite a few of those things.
Great. Great. You set an example, and thousands will follow you. So,
I
so
hope
my question
as
to
an
you is
industry we
about
are able to
this.
do great. So there has to
Yes.
be.
Yes. You are
No, no,
doing
I'm not saying me.
the.
I am talking about more of
Yeah.
industry.
As an
Able to
industry, as a,
absorb these
in
new
collab.
changes and adopt it, so customers continue getting the choices they want, and they respect us as our profession. I think that's more
Yes.
important.
Yes. Absolutely. And what is success to you, Vikram? Because we heard so many things, and there's so much of technical management. So, what is exactly success to you?
If you ask a person in this situation, I think 9 out of 10 of us will give some philosophy answer, right? Success क्या होता
Mm,
है? Very transitional होता है. Okay, honestly, I always want to be happy than rich. I always want to
mm,
smile on a person around me, and if I can be a
mm,
reason, or I can be a mean or way or a mode to make that smile bigger, I would always want to do that. Third,
mm,
I want to. I also, for me, understanding the social responsibility, understanding situations around, understanding. how difficult it can be for some versus other
Mm.
is more important. So I'm just trying to learn quite a few those things, and I'm trying to do my small bit of it wherever I can do. Otherwise, I again repeat and I keep repeating. I'm one probably the luckiest person who's blessed with great family, great friends,
Mm.
great colleagues, great teams, in fact, great industry friends as well, great
Yeah,
partners, great premises owners. So
definitely.
somehow God has blessed me, and seriously, कुछ अगले जन्म में कुछ अच्छा ही किया होगा. And that is where you're
Definitely.
meeting so great people industry, and then
Actually.
overcome this challenging times.
They say the your vibe attracts your tribe. So your vibe is good. That's why you are attracting that tribe to you.
Apologies for being
Any
little
parting?
apology. What do you call being little philosophical on this topic?
No, no, no. It suits you
Not
today.
question.
No. So any message you want to give to the aspiring entrepreneurs who have just started into this business or
Yeah.
who are working for some salons?
Yeah. Okay. Two things I would want to share. One is that having that enterprising spirit is very important. Not that you'll always be the owner of the
Mm,
business. So whatever little, small, big role you are playing in the journey, have that enterprising spirit where you're able to show the ownership, commitment, dedication to the job you are doing or a task you are doing or goal you are setting up for yourself or your team or your organization. And
mhm,
second thing which I'm firmly believing of is keep walking. One should
mm,
not stop. So whatever
true.
will come, may come, may not come. But if we keep walking,
Mhm.
obviously things will open up. That's
Great,
my
great.
life mantra.
Absolutely. Keep going.
Keep going.
Yes. Thank you so much. And I think there were a lot of inputs.
Thank you so much
You
for
were saying
inviting
something.
me. Pleasure. And hope to see you
Lovely having you.
in person very soon.
Yes, very soon. We should. And I think the part two of Vikram's session is going to be how he handled the pandemic, how was the business, and how's Enrich after the lockdown and
Yes, we all
post-pandemic.
need
Let's
great
hope.
wishes, yeah, and I hope and I'm
Yes,
sure that we'll be able
absolutely.
to sail through and be able to create something great in times to come.
Yes. Best wishes and love
Thank you so
always
much.
for Enrich. Yeah.
Thank you so much, and let's connect.
Bye. Thank you.
Bye.
Yes,
I will
yes.
sign off.
Thank you, Vikram. Yes, thank you very much. Thank you for
Bye
your time.
bye.
Bye. Bye. Wow. So how many of you enjoyed this session? आपने अगर ये पूरा सेशन अटेंड नहीं किया है so this is going to be here, ये recorded रहेगा on my IGTV and please go and watch it 2, 3, 4 times and take a lot of notes. I am going to take a lot of notes from what I learned from Vikram. All right. And I'm going to come up with 2, 3 more live sessions with such inspiring people. And I want everybody to attend it. Thank you. Thank you, everybody who joined in from the Enrich team and the people who are there on my Instagram friends. Thank you all. Thank you so much. Bye.